Google, all these big tech companies, they're easing back into this. We want you back in the office. And this just really cracks me up. I talked about Salesforce.com last week on the show. They're asking people to come back 3 days a week. And they're essentially trying to manipulate them and coerce them to come in by saying, if you come in over the next 2 weeks, they've given them a 2-week period. Every day that you come in, we're going to give $10 to charity. They're like, we're going to raise $2+ million for charity. And it's like, this is pathetic. You're bribing people to come back into the office to give to their charity. So either you're in charge or you're not. I don't get it. The inmates are running the prison? I don't understand. I don't get it. This is, and by the way, I'm not going to go off on this, but this is an example of, and I said this about Mark Benioff, I'm not trying to be unkind, but Mark, this is pathetic, weak leadership. They could see right through this. They could see right through it. Well, here's Google. This is a headline from CNBC, and this is hysterical. The headline says, Google to crack down on office attendance. And then the second part of the headline, asks remote workers to reconsider. What's no cracking down? Does anybody get the irony of that? Google to crack down on employee attendance by asking them, pretty please come in. Just think about it, please. It's fascinating. Okay. Welcome to Inside My Mind. Google's chief people officer, Fiona Ciccione, or Ciccione. I don't know how to say it, folks. I'm guessing. Wrote an email to employees at the end of the day last Wednesday, which included doubling down on office attendance, reasoning that there's just no substitute for coming together in person. Okay, well, there's no shock there. Ciccione even asked already approved remote workers to reconsider. For those who are remote and who live near a Google office, we hope you'll consider switching to a hybrid work schedule. Our offices are where you'll be most connected to Google's community. Okay, so again, we want you to consider coming in 3 days a week. Okay. This is going to continue to happen where you're seeing more and more companies just go to this hybrid model. So I will tell you, I think it's safe to say, I don't think we're going to go back to the majority of companies, with everybody working 5 days a week. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's sad because I do think whether it's 5, 8-hour days or whatever, but people being together, to me, there's no question that collaboration and imagination and inspiration increase. But it is where we are. And you got leaders that are afraid to put their foot down. And so it's all of this back and forth. Please come in. Please consider all of this stuff. And I'm telling you, a person who wants to work at home is going to go, yeah, I just considered. I just took about a half second to consider it. I want to stay home. I mean, do we really think it's going to be, well, let me think about this for a second. Yeah. Yes, I want to come back in after you let me work from home for 3 years. It's not going to happen. Well, a lot of big companies, CEOs sounding the alarm here and now trying to get their workforce back together. But I love Martha Stewart. Actually, I don't love her. I don't have a feeling one way or the other. I guess I should say. She's just Martha Stewart to me. I go, all right. Famous business lady. Love what she's done. I don't love that she's in Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Thank God I don't get the magazine, so I won't have to skip over that page. But she's, and good for her. She's 81. And she's posing in a swimsuit. Look, I mean, you can do whatever you want to. That's fine by me. I don't want to look at it. But there she is putting herself out there. So she's in the news for that, of all things. Well, so I guess she's getting interviewed, and she starts popping off on remote work. And she used her words, I'm on a rampage to get people back into the office. Really? She goes, You can't possibly get everything done working 3 days a week in the office and 2 days remotely. Look at the success of France with their stupid, off for August, blah, blah, blah. She goes, I worked 5 days a week during COVID. I haven't stopped at all. You should see my calendar. It's horrific. Okay. Martha, dropping the opinion on remote work. And I guess 81-year-olds in swimsuits.